Inter Milan 2, Dortmund 0. I'm gonna be honest, Inter Milan. This Champions League role for you guys this season, I'm confused, bro. Because how do you go from last season? Obviously, let's not minus the final. How do you go from last season performing well in most games to now you're in playoffs now? Now you're doing the playoffs. Make that make sense. Make that make sense.
To the best of us.
Make that make. I mean,
it happens to the best of us.
Did it happen to?
It happens to the best.
It does not happen to everybody.
It happens to the best of us.
Don't try to. I'm not in that group, bro. I'm not in that group chat.
It happens to the best.
I got kicked out of that group chat. They threw me to the eights.
The best of us. Okay, guess what?
I got kicked out of that group chat.
You know what? I think the thing with Inter Milan is, after losing Inzaghi, losing 5-0 in the final, all that,
they crashed.
Playing a part into the upcoming season. It's same thing with Real Madrid after losing last year, all those games we lost to Barcelona. It plays a big toll. It takes a big toll on your mental health. That's why we had to, hire Arbeloa, our new therapist, and then they had to get me in as the new manager. So, with that being said, we're not here to talk about Real Madrid because I'm going to be talking about Real Madrid very, very soon. As you guys know, I am the new manager. I've decided to step in and I am the new coach. All right. Like I said, the same way, my new game style, the same way, like what I've been seeing, the way we're getting results is you play Mbappe up front, Courtois in goal, and that's going to be my tactics. That's all. That's all I need. I didn't need Mbappe up front, Courtois in goal.
Can't wait to watch so many. Oh my God, those losses better feed me so much.
Anyway, so you guys know that's gonna be my lineup.
I'm gonna be like Roman Reigns.
Season.
Roman Reigns walking with arms hand like this. Cinema.
Acknowledge me.
Cinema. But
at the end of the season, I'm gonna walk back here after I won the Champions League and the La Liga, and I'm gonna say, Dad,
the more
acknowledge me.
The more you keep saying it, the more you like. It went from now, like before I gave you a 2% chance. Now the more you keep saying it goes from 2%, 1%, 0.5. Next week when we do the actually not next week. Wait, I guess next week when we do the playoffs first leg, and you guys lose that first game against Benfica. Then it's going to go down to 0.5 and then 0.4, 0.2.
And then we win and then it goes back up again.
No. And then
it goes back up until we make the final and then we win.
Like
and I come back here, like I said,
bro,
acknowledge me.
Bro, take your Super League and then be happy. I told you, we gave you guys the Super League. We said Madrid needed a trophy, so we got out the Super League and gave you guys one. So take the Super League. But, Dortmund, they're playing Atalanta next round.
Who you got?
Anytime, most time, if your team plays in Germany, I'm rooting for the other team. So Atalanta, do what you got to do.
So you think Atalanta will beat Dortmund?
Atalanta,
no Lookman.
Atalanta, do what you got to do. I know sometimes teams play better without their quote-unquote best players. It's the way it is. There's different vibes to it.
Hey, I mean,
different vibes to it.
I'm not really rooting for a specific team because I don't mind if Atlanta win. I don't mind if Dortmund wins. Personally, I would prefer Atlanta to win. Just because Dortmund, they're known to make it far and then choke. So why would I want to?
I don't think it's about choking.
Yeah, but they're going to go far and then just for what? Dortmund is Dortmund is a stupid team that you can count on them to knock teams out, but then when you actually need them to win a game, Dortmund is basically Inter Milan. Dortmund is another Inter Milan.
Whoa,
but let's not.
Don't put Dortmund and Enter Trash Milan in the same sentence.
They're the same.
At least worse.
In the Champions League, they're the same.
At least Dortmund. I mean, I don't want to expect. If we talk about Dortmund, if we talk about Bundesliga Dortmund, then that's a different subject.
Nah, are you being serious though?
Nah,
in the Champions League, Dortmund, Inter, same thing.
But Inter is a better team, so they should be playing better today. Dortmund, they're like not a B team. They're like those teams that are like, let's say if you're doing like let's say for example, if you're doing like a top 10. Dortmund, they're like in the 8th. They're like they could be top 5, but they're just not there. They don't have that missing piece. Inter Milan is the type of team to finish first and lose in the final.
And Dortmund is the type of team to knock out the big dogs and lose in the final. So they're the same.
Nah, Dortmund is the type of team to lose the game, the league in the last game of the season, bro. That's who they are, bro.
That's something Arsenal
That
would
team,
listen
bro.
to. That's something.
No,
Yo, there's
No, but I was the more.
Let's not get there. Let's not get there.
I don't want to talk about Arsenal before I probably start breaking down this whole building down. They're kicking me out here.
But imagine that's how Arsenal lose to the league.
Oh my
The
God.
way that would.
I don't want. Let's not. I don't like going there. But that's too much. That's too much emotion. Bro. That's like heart attacking. But that's like Barcelona versus Real Madrid in the Champions League final type of heart attack. I don't want that type of heart attack. The last day decider.
That would be crazy.
Nah, but yeah,
that should be crazy.
I have Atalanta beating Dortmund, and then who else is playing? Who's the other team? I'm forgetting.
And then you see Haaland. Then you mean?
No, I don't want to even. No,
You see Haaland crazy Aguero.
no, I don't want to think about that, man. So
Haaland.
I have Atalanta beating Dortmund, and then obviously Inter Milan is playing Borussia. Borussia, please guys, do what I can do. Whoever's admin, I'm gonna email Borussia.
So you said Atlanta's beating Dortmund.
Yeah, I have Atalanta beating Dortmund.
Okay.
And
I also have Atlanta beating Dortmund.
And then I have Borussia beating Inter Milan.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Atlanta beat Dortmund, and then Borussia as well beat Inter Milan. Let's get it.